What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the NCAA 14 Rebuilds. And we are doing the Miami Hurricanes, the U. We're trying to bring the U back, baby. And after we did the Florida Gators rebuild, which was way back when we first started the NCAA rebuilds, the U was one I wanted to do really, really bad. So for those of you, there's a couple of you that are still hanging around. Before I was big, like back when I had like 2,000 subscribers, I actually think I did my best franchise ever, which was my U franchise. I actually had like I don't know. There's still a couple videos left up on my channel from way back then. I personally think it's like the best franchise I've ever done. So it always had a special place in my heart. Plus, I was really admired the U and the history that had. I like that stuff. The swagger. Back in the 80s, they had ESPN series, the 30 for 30s on the U. There's two of them. They were both really good. I kind of remember the 7th floor crew. Greg Olson, G-Reg, third leg, Greg Olson. Jeremy Shock, Yolos. I've always liked the U, even though obviously Gators. I have no personal ties to Florida, so I just like the Gators. So it's not like I can, I have to dislike every other local team. But yeah, I would probably say, if I'm ranking my top 5 college football teams after Florida, which is the consensus one, the U's probably on that list. So it's gonna be fun. Looking at their team, what we're taking over the 2017 Canes. So there's a couple guys that got drafted. But we have Malik Rozier here, 92 overall. I said he was my sleeper quarterback last season, and really up until like the final 2 or 3 weeks of the season, he was really good and like an outsider shot at winning the Heisman. We have Mark Walton here, who's a 92 overall running back. Now he is what do you call it? Who do you go to? The Bengals? I want to say you get drafted to the Bengals. We actually had Homer, who's a really good running back, the backup there. I'm redshirting him. I want him for as long as possible. At wide receiver, we have Amon Richards, who's debatably for this upcoming draft in real life could be the top wide receiver. We have Braxton Berrios, who was the white slot wide receiver that got selected by the Patriots. We have Jeff Thomas, who is maybe one of the fastest players in college football. 84 freshman, had an excellent freshman season. We have David Njoku's brother way down here, Evidence, great name, 6'6" monster. Tight end, we have Chris Herndon. We actually redshirted Michael Irvin's son. He is an 80 overall. We're going to redshirt him. Offensive line is not the best. Navon Donaldson's probably the best player on this offensive line, and he is a true freshman. I'm pretty sure he was first team all freshman for the ACC. But yeah, the offensive line is not good. We have to build it up. Chad Thomas is here. I think he got drafted early, 3rd round by the Browns. We got Joe Jackson, who's an absolute animal. I think he could have a chance to be a legitimate first-round talent this upcoming draft. We got Kendrick Norton, who got drafted. We got RJ McIntosh, who got drafted. I think one of these guys went to the Giants. I can't remember where they all went, but they're very talented. This defense is really good. 86 McLeod. Shaq Quarter, one of the best linebackers in college, 93. Michael Pickney, again, a really talented linebacker. In the secondary, we have Michael Jackson. But Michael Jackson, this guy should be, one of the top corners in the upcoming draft class. The rest of these guys, sophomore. I mean, we got some talent here. Red Wine. Jaquan Johnson might be the best safety in college football right now. He's an 89. We have Bagley, 91 as the kicker, and Beagles is there. So, all in all, good team. I'm not expecting too much here year one, but this is definitely giving me the vibe of a rebuild that we're gonna win multiple national championships. It's not if we're gonna win one, it's when we're gonna win one. And are we gonna be able to turn this rebuild into a dynasty build? Let's get it. And at the end of year one, look at that! Undefeated, 12-0. I mean, this team in real life was very competitive and had a chance of going. Like I said, if Rozier's strong play continued throughout the year, there was a legitimate shot that Miami could win the ACC. But here we are in the ACC Championship, going up against the number 24 ranked North Carolina State. I believe the Wolfpack. Yeah, we're not too worried. But let's look more so at how we did in the season. And who's the other undefeated team? Why are we only? Oh, it's Bama. Why are we only number 2? Because Alabama's also undefeated. I mean, there's a chance if we get upset here. We don't have the cushion. There's a couple good one-loss teams. I could very well see Oregon or Ohio State or UCLA or Wisconsin, depending on their wins, get it. I don't think though if we win and even these guys win, even though it's probably a stronger win. I mean, we could get robbed. There's a chance we get robbed, but I feel like undefeated 13-0 should be good enough. Like I said, guys, this is a dynasty rebuild, not just making them good. They're already fine. Look at the season stats there. Malik Rozier, top 10 QB, 3,000 passing yards, 31 TDs to 4 picks. Exceptional. Running the ball, Mark Walton, 930 yards, 9 TDs is good. 9 TDs shipped in from Rozier. Receiving, we got 49 catches, 927 yards, 10 TDs from Mon Richards. That's a sophomore. He's going to be a 99 sooner than later. Barrios, decent year. Chris Herndon at tight end, decent year. All in all, you know, it's a run game. Pickney led the team with 67 tackles. We got 15 tackles for a loss from Shaq Quarterman, as well as 3.5 sacks. 6 sacks from Joe Jackson. We got 5 picks from Michael Jackson and a couple doubles, a couple singles. Defense played well. So we need to go and get the thing done. Get the ACC Championship under wrap. Not going to be an easy game. Looking at a quick breakdown, we are heavy favorite, but they got Bradley Chubb. They got a couple good guys in that defensive line in particular. Does this show their best players? I don't know if you get that from this or not. I don't think it does. Oh, they do, the leaders. Let's see, you got Ryan Finley at quarterback. A lot of people are saying that he is a legitimate candidate. They have Jalen Samuels, who's just a two-headed attack. They have him on a running back. He was pretty much just a glorified H-back. But yeah, Bradley Chubb leading the team, 4 sacks on the season, probably a bunch tackle for loss. Offensive line needs to show up, so let's get into this game and hopefully win the ACC Championship and find ourselves. Too easy. Finishing the season 13-0. We beat North Carolina 35-14. They just didn't have a chance. Malik Rozier with a touchdown. We got a run from Mark Walton, a running touchdown from Rozier, a run touchdown from Walton. So, a balanced offensive attack as we are going to face what we assume to be Alabama in the national championship. Oh, look at the Heisman race. Malik Rozier so close. Royce Freeman from Oregon get it with 1,500 rushing yards, 24 total TDs on the year. Rozier coming to number 2. Mayfield at 3. Justice Hill at 4. Josh Jackson of Northwestern at 5. But I thought Rozier wasn't even going to show up there, to be completely honest with you. But look, we had the best kicker, went to Michael Bagley. We got the best returner in Dean. We got Mark Reich, won the Coach of the Year. Beautiful. Coach of the Year. Because our team's not that good. I did not think that we were going to go undefeated. And look at that. Alabama lost. Bama lost. We're taking on Chip Kelly and the UCLA Bruins, a team that we've already rebuilt. We're the only undefeated dogs remaining. And we're taking on UCLA. Now, hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't sim this. I would get in the action. But I feel like this is the beginning of something special. And, we're winning year 1. I already said in my last rebuild, because these take forever to do. The sim is brutally slow. We're just going to, if we win one, we're just going to do 3 years and try to build a dynasty. So I feel like this is not going to be our only swing at it. And I should, looking at this, we are the favorites. They have B+ versus an A. Even though Herb Street's going against us and saying that they're going to win. And I mean, you look at UCLA, this is the old rush. So they have Josh Rosen at quarterback. You got Jamabo, who's pretty good for us. Andrews, wide receiver, pretty good. Darnay Holmes was really good. Jalen Phillips is one hell of a defensive end. But I think you got to assume that the U is going to be favorites in this game. So we're just going to sim it out. Let's go! Year 1 national championships. How much of a rebuild, right? Win it year 1. I think that's a first. I don't think we've won it year 1 yet. I actually think the last time we got this close was when we were UCLA. 31-28, going down as an all-time classic. Look at that, man. Fourth quarter, they made it look closer than what it was at the end. But our defense came up strong. Let's see what we got here. MVP, Malik Rozier for us. 3 touchdowns on the day, 240 yards. Mark Walton, 150 yards on the ground. They had a bad game stopping the run. Kendrick Norton got a sack. We didn't get any interceptions, I don't think, on the day. No, we did not. But, hey, 14-0. Does not get any better than that. I will say the only down was when we had to recruit. We're not going to have a particularly strong recruiting class. I think we got 1 5-star, maybe a couple 4-stars. But for the most part, anytime you win the national championship, it helps the following year when it comes to recruiting. And Miami, for whatever reason, even if they're up or down, they always recruit really, really well in the state of Florida, which a lot of 5-star and 4-star recruits come out of. But either way, starting the rebuild out on the right. I got to stop calling this a rebuild because it's a dynasty mode. Starting the dynasty mode out on the right foot, winning a national championship year 1. Now the pressure's on to not only convince some of these juniors that want to declare for the NFL to come back, but to repeat, defend our. So looking at what we're losing for players, a couple seniors. The seniors are pretty good, man. Braxton Berry's gone. He actually left. We got Chad Thomas, Bagley, Chris Herndon. Well, here's what we're going to do. Players that did not actually declare, I'm going to bring back. So McIntosh did go into the NFL. I think he went to the New York Giants. But Rozier, we'd like him to come back. I could go either way. Well, if you come back, I guarantee you conference championship. And you got to stay and play for me. Thank you. Now, Jackson, come on. You need to come back, get your college degree. I guarantee conference championship, baby. And we get both of those studs back. Michael Jackson probably be, low 90s. Rozier could very well be a 99 after training camp. So like I said, let's start the dynasty. Number 1 recruiting class in the nation. 3 5-stars, 10 4-stars. Dynasty mode again. Alright, so as we begin the defense of our national championship, here is our roster. Rozier returning, the runner-up from the Heisman Trophy last year. He is a 99 overall. Mark Walton returning, deciding not to go to school. He's a 97. We got Travis Homer's an 81. We have one of our 5-stars, Lorenzo Lingard, one of the top recruits. He's going to be a true freshman this year at Miami. I think he's the second best running back in the nation. So he's going to be fairly involved. Probably next year, more likely. Mon Richards up to a 98 overall. We have a really good wide receiver core. Lots of depth. Michael Irvin's son, Michael Irvin II, will be our starting tight end. Offensive line, we got, all 80-plus-ish that look pretty good. 88 DN, plus Joe Jackson's a 95, absolute animal. Kendrick Norton decided not to go to the NFL draft. He's a 96. And by not to go, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, he did not go. And we get a 90 here in Willis. McLeod 91, Quarterman 98, Owens 90, Pickney 93. I mean, probably the best linebacking core in the nation. Secondary, Michael Jackson's a 93, Young's a 90, Dean's a 90, looking beautiful. I also got a 4-star true freshman Al Blades Jr. He was a 5-star guy. 92 safety, Jaquan Johnson's a 94. I mean, this team is really nasty, and I'm fully expecting us, at worst, to get back into the ACC championship game. So, savage, straight savage. Start out the year number 1, finish the year number 1. Now we have a much more competitive ACC championship game going up against number 7 ranked Clemson. We'll play the national championship if we get there this year. I'll tell you that right now. I feel like this team that we built should be able to get by Clemson. I want to see them against the elite of the elites. I don't want to overlook our opponent. So let's just double check and see who we could be playing in the national championship game. Is there any other undefeated squads? Oh, Miami, better believe it. USC, Washington are going to battle. That is one hell of a Pac-12 championship game. Oof. That's pretty much it, though. We're going to probably play the winner of that. But we still got to get by Clemson. 97 overall Clemson versus the the perfect 99s of the U, baby. Looking at how we did statistically on the season. Not as strong of a year for Rozier, even though he's a 99. 2,700 yards, 32 TDs to 2 picks. He also was able to chip in 307. That's a down year for sure. I think we had an award, though, for a Heisman candidate, and it's probably Mark Walton. I was thinking Rozier for sure was returning back, but Walton, 1,300 yards, 21 touchdowns is absurd. Homer, who we redshirted last year, 700 yards, 10 TDs. No! Get it? Simpsons reference, everybody? Get it? Good. Receiving, we got 62 catches, 900 yards, 12 TDs from Mon Richards, who's an absolute animal. Michael Irvin's son, 325 yards, 6 TDs as well. On the defensive side, 65 tackles from Michael Pickney. We got 6.5 sacks from Joe Jackson, 15 tackles for loss as well. On the sacks front, 4 picks from Michael Jackson, 4 from Dean, a couple doubles and some singles. But this is a big one for us, everybody. Gotta win that ACC championship. I'm trying to do something. There you go, baby. Defend the crown. ACC championship. And it wasn't even close. 37-13 over Clemson. Oh, look. Playing from everyone. Mark Walton played well. Malik Rozier playing his best football late in the year. Let's get into the natty. And there's our Heisman candidate. Unfortunately, close runner-up once again. But look at that. I mean, that probably shouldn't have been that close. Sure, we had 22, 23 touchdowns with Walton, but 55 TDs from Sam Darnold. He's going to get it all day. Walton came runner-up. Back-to-back runner-ups, by the way. Gaskin at 3, Cameron Petway at 4, and Bryce Love at 5. But more so, I want to find who our victim is going to be in this national championship game. And it is going to be the 13-0 USC Trojans. We're playing this game. I'm going to bring the pain. And we're going to win by 2 scores minimum. Let's get into it. Oh, Michael Irvin Jr. for the second either way. Taking it down into the red zone. 17-yard gain. This is the 8th play of the drive because we are going up against 55 touchdown Heisman Trophy winning Sam Darnold. And our defense is not bad. They're not a liability, but if we can limit the exposure to Darnold, I think it's going to be best for us in the long run. But we absolutely chewing up this much clock. Need to walk away. Oh! What a pass! Caju's 17-yard touchdown. Breaking the school record is Malik Rozier for single-season touchdowns. 37 now on the year. That was a picture-perfect pass. As I was saying, we have to get a full touchdown there, especially if we're chewing up that much clock. So the Canes go up 7-zip over USC. Oh, let's go, Thomas. You're a burner. Oh, God damn it. Still a big-time game. 42 yards. USC got the field goal. Like I said, I feel like this is a game where we can make them settle for field goals. Bend but don't break defense. But we're up to the test, man. This is the 2 best players in college football. Darnold and our running back, Mark Walton. So we're going to feed it to Mark Walton. Again, trying to just control the clock. Sure, it's going the easy way out. But like I said, I want this to be a dynasty. I don't want to put luck into it. So let's go. Let's get to the outside. Good blocking as Mark Walton untouched. 13 yards to extend the lead by 11. All right, here we go. Open up the 4th quarter. Still at 4-point lead. We need to get it. I think we need to get this. I think we get this. It might be a dagger, but we need to be conscientious. You don't want to. Oh, right there. Just dump it off. Dump it off and get it. Oh, Dayall Harris. One of these, related to former Hurricane legend Ja'Cory Harris at running back. There's a name for everybody. Anyways, moving on. 1st and goal. Let's just have our Heisman Trophy guy. The guy we think should have won. Just punch it in. Untouched once again. Mark Walton, 2nd touchdown of the game. With the Canes up 21-10. Probably the dagger. And look, he broke the school record for rushing touchdowns in a career. Congratulations. All right, late in the 4th. We can put it off. It's 4th and run. We're either punted. I want to establish our dominance. We're the defending national champions. We're going to get this. And oh, no, that's a big play. Oh, no, that's a turnover on downs. I don't know who that was. Coming off that edge. But Jesus Christ, we didn't stand a chance. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no, you've got to be kidding me. Come on, man. Heisman caliber players don't fumble in that situation. Come on. Bull rush. Oh, he's wide open. God damn it. There you go. Dynasty almost confirmed. It's 3 years. 3 years to be considered a dynasty. But we're 2 for 2. Didn't think we'd have this much immediate success. But there's the play of the game. What a pass from Malik Rozier. I think it was Cam Smith, too. All-American linebacker. Probably going to be a first 3-round pick. Tough. For day 1, day 2 pick. Didn't stand a chance. Costly fumble. But ultimately, you're probably going to see the game ball go to Mark Walton. Had over 100 yards, 2 TDs on the day. But it is what it is, man. We went up. There you go. It is Mark Walton. We went up against Sam Darnold, who 55-plus touchdowns on the year. And we held him to 16 points. You almost need to give the game ball to the defense, but there you go. We defended the crown, and we're going to come back one more year and see, within 3 seasons, how dominant can we be with the Miami Hurricanes and how many championships can we win. So looking at the players that are leaving for some odd reason, it doesn't appear that Mark Walton's going to get drafted, but he's 97. He is gone. We're losing a couple starters, man. Owens, Willis. Michael Jackson's going. Red Wine, Jaquan Johnson, Malik Rozier. Both these guys. Malik Rozier projected going 1st round. That's good for him. Norton 1st round. So we have 2 players though that are the men about. We have a chance to bring them back. First up is Zach McLeod, 91 outside linebacker. He's coming back, which is great. But Shaq Corwin's a big one, man. He had an interception in that game. Some people are guarantee we're gonna win another national championship. Thank you very much. Pretty much saved our linebacking core here. But there's going to be heavy turnover, and the biggest one is to make it 3-3 is we need to find production from the quarterback spot. And Malik Rosier hasn't been lights out. He hasn't been one of those guys that's getting 50, 40 plus touchdowns. He's been in that 30 range. But it's going to be tough, man. The sim has a way of finding, finding a way that your team's either going to be good or bad. I think it comes down to you need at least a 90 overall quarterback. Will we have that? I don't know. Let's get into the offense. All right, here we go for the three-peat. Clearly, we were always going to open up the season at number 1. Now it's just time to maintain that throughout the year. Looking at our team after having some pretty drastic roster turnover, we could be all right. Evan Sheriffs is going to be our starting quarterback. He is an 92 overall. At running back, Travis Homer. Really glad that we redshirted him. 98. Oof. Oof. Oh, we're going to be fine. Lorenzo Lingard, really good as well, 89. We're going to have a really nice running back attack. Wide receiver, Amon Richards returned as a senior. We have in perfect 99 with that 99 speed. He's OP. We got Cager, 93. Jeff Thomas, 91. Another 91 here in Deontay Mullins. At tight end, Michael Irvin II, 93 overall. Offensive line, Von Donaldson's a 90. We got definitely the weak, some weak spots on the O-line, but we should be fine. We should be able to get through. The running back should overcompensate. Patchen's a 90 overall defensive end. Joe Jackson returning as a senior. He's a 99. 93 for Bethel. Nesta Silvera, 87. I think he's actually a 4-star recruit. That's currently a true freshman, but he's registered for us. We got McLeod, who we were able to convince to come back. He's a 95. Quarterman, we were able to come back, 99. Pickney, 97. I mean, our linebacking core is terrifying. Secondary, we got Malik Young, 94. Al Blades, 94, 84, 85. So secondary might be looking a little bit weaker, especially at the safety department, 82, 87 respectively. But the rest of it should make it all work. It's kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's go in, make this dynasty, complete the dynasty, and get 3 back-to-back-to-back national champions. Oh shit, this is a big one. We finally lost. We were 28-0. Now we are 39-1. And we got a big-ass game. We win that, we're going back to the national championship against Bama? Stanford. No undefeated teams. That's a logjam between Stanford, Mississippi State, or Michigan State, Washington. Whoa, what? Louisiana Tech and Florida. That's a massive game for us here against Clemson. But I'm more interested to see who actually got the win over us. Who's the team that finally gave a defeat to the Canes? Do you? Any guesses? I think it could be Clemson, to be honest with you. I think Clemson, we played them, I'm pretty sure. So we beat Pitt. We beat North Carolina. These guys are close. Oh, we actually beat Miami. We actually beat Clemson, sorry, 28-7. Duke was a close game. Florida State was just slaughter. We beat Virginia Tech. No amount of Enter Sandman could have won that one. We dominated Georgia Tech. We lost to Louisiana Tech. Like, that's a random matchup, and of course we'd find a way to lose that one. Okay. Well, we're still in the hunt, which is what is still best for our team. Because, it would be disappointing to end it on just a failure. Sheriffs coming in for Malik Rosier, threw for 3,500 yards, 32 TDs, 4 picks. Good, acceptable. We got 1,100 yards, 17 TDs from Travis Homer, 9 TDs, 800 yards from Lorenzo Lingard. Receiving, we got 65 catches, 1,000 yards, 12 TDs from Amon Richards. Insane. A couple sixes there. Defensively, 69 tackles from Michael Pickney. We got 5 sacks from Patchen, 4.5 from Bethel, 3.5 from Joe Jackson, as well as 13 tackles for loss. 5 interceptions from Malik Young, 3 from Matt Brewer, the safety. We, solid team play. Maybe not as much individual effort as we've seen in years past, but doesn't matter. It's a team game. We're 11-1. We're playing Clemson, number 8 ranked, 10-2 in the ACC Championship. Both these teams are off the charts, A+, 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 A+. But Herbie's taking us. He is taking us in this matchup. Looking at, I think Trevor Lawrence would probably be their quarterback at this point. Maybe not. Maybe I could be wrong. No, it's Hunter Johnson. Not, 25-10. That's nothing spectacular. Tavian Feaster, the running back, 860-9. They have T. Higgins, big ass wide receiver, like 6'4", 6'5". Defensively, look pretty good. Smith with 7 sacks. Tanner Muse, 6 interceptions. So this could be our offense going up against their defense. Let's find out who is the champion of the ACC, and if we're going back to our 3rd straight national championship. Shit. Lost 34-20 against Clemson, and when you look at the scoring, it makes it even more frustrating. Clemson had 1, 2 offensive touchdowns, and one of them was a last-second touchdown. When you look at what changed the game with that, 54-yard pick 6 for Clemson. We got an 89-yard pick 6 for Clemson. Costly turnovers from Sheriffs cost us this game. So direct all of your negative injury, all of your frustration towards Sheriffs. He sucks. Kidding me? 2 pick 6s, bro, in the biggest game with our chance of completing the dynasty on the line. That is frustrating. In the Dr. Pepper ACC Championship. Let's see what I want to see what this Louisiana Tech. Do they win? Are they going to be like... They got what? The team that beat us just got bodied 38-7 by Joey Freshwater. Lane Kiffin. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's see if Stanford we'll just finish it up with this. Does Stanford get blown out? No, they win. Stanford's in control as the number one team in the nation. There's no undefeated, which I guess, it's alright, but definitely sings to end this way. But still, we did a lot of productive things here with the Miami Hurricanes. 2 straight national championships. We saw 2 straight Heisman contenders, Malik Rozier year 1 and Mark Walton year 2. We saw a team that, 2 losses in 3 years is pretty damn good. Those are Short Man from Alabama. If you don't know who that is, you should know who that is. But that's it, man. That is the rebuild of the U. We brought the U back finally. That's what all these Hurricanes players, they want the U to finally be back. And we were able to do that for 3 short seasons. And that will do it for this episode of the NCAA Rebuild Series. Now, I'll be using less of your guys' suggestions just because I'm going to do most of these teams. Like I said, this is a series that it might not be once a week, but absolutely will continue throughout the Madden 19 season just because, I'm always going to need a break from Madden, and NCAA is still a really, really fun game. So, I have 2 teams that I am debating for the next episode. I'll let you guys vote in the comments who you want to see next. It's either Nebraska or Baylor. Now, Nebraska was a team back in the day was really, really good. As of late, they've been average. Baylor had excellent peaks. Excellent peaks. Within the last couple of years with Art Briles, they had one of the most prolific offenses. They were a team that was constantly a legitimate contender to go to the national championship. And there was, at one point, you could say Baylor was the best football team from the state of Texas. Then obviously, they got the near-death penalty. They had all those terrible things going on, and now they're definitely on the, they're kind of struggling a little bit. So that could actually be a legitimate rebuild. So vote between Nebraska and Baylor. What team you want to see next in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace